Hey guys, how's it going? So welcome back to another video, and the reason I'm filming this video is because my life has taken such an unexpected turn and such an unexpected trajectory that I never thought I'd go down, right? And on the other hand, I probably see it as one of the biggest opportunities that I could ever pursue. And after having come across this sort of circumstance and this situation, it has basically gotten me to study the potential of this path, and that's sort of what I want to talk about in this video, because it's made me realize a lot about what my entrepreneurial journey really consists of and the potential that really comes with this new, I guess, business pursuit, right? So for those who don't know, I actually have a YouTube channel, which obviously you see over here, but I'm also actively growing my Instagram account. When I first started posting on Instagram, I was probably just posting things about my lifestyle. I would travel a lot because I live in Thailand. There's a lot of places to explore, and then sometimes I'd go back to France, and there's not a lot of nice places to see there. So usually my Instagram really consisted of just posting lifestyle content, posting where I was traveling to and the places that I was visiting. And it never really came down to turning my Instagram page into an asset, right? Which is something that most people don't see enough, and it's something that people overlook. Most people see Instagram as a social media platform where you get entertained and things of the sort, right? But I guess that's sort of what I saw it as well, and that's why I was only posting lifestyle content. But eventually, as I got more into entrepreneurship, and I think I started posting around a year ago, I was only posting things such as quotes that resonated with me or certain things that inspired me, right? So my reels used to consist of actually just posting quotes, posting my lifestyle, posting what I was doing. And it never really came down to giving out value and turning my Instagram page into something that represents me and my mission. And so around a little more than a month ago, so as January 2025 came around, so as we transitioned from 2024 to 2025, I had made a resolution with myself that I actually wanted to pursue personal branding. And so for those who don't know, I'm actually doing SMMA right now. So I have an agency that I've been working on for around quite a few months, actually, probably around 6 to 7 months at this point. And I had made it my goal that I wanted to obviously continue pursuing this agency, but that I also wanted to take Instagram seriously. And not just Instagram, but also my personal brand on YouTube, and obviously my Instagram page, right? And so at the start of 2025, that's when I had made the resolution that I wanted to go all in on my quote-unquote personal brand on my Instagram, and to actually share my values, share my thoughts, and to actually get in front of a camera and talk to my Instagram audience, right? And at the start of 2025, so January 2025, I probably started with around 900 followers. And for a whole year, all I was posting was quotes, right? And so from 2025, that's when I actually started posting valuable content where I structured it correctly. I was actually talking to the camera, I was showing my face, I was expressing myself, and actually sharing tips, sharing my values, sharing my morals. And I continued doing that for around 2 weeks until 2 of my videos actually got quite a lot of views. I think one of them right now is at probably 1.2 million, and the other is at like 400,000 or something like that, right? And so after having seen that, I'm like, okay, this has taken such a big turn. And from January 2025, so from the day that I started posting it on like the first day of 2025, all the way up to the end of January, I went from 900 followers, or a little less than that, somewhere around 900 followers, all the way up to 20, 25, 26,000 followers in less than 30 days. And that had taken such an unexpected turn in my personal like entrepreneurial journey, right? Because all I was really focused on was my agency, and I never really put my focus on personal branding. I never really put my focus on using social media to network, to find opportunities and things as such. But after having seen this exponential growth within my social media and within Instagram, I told myself that I couldn't just ignore it. I couldn't just neglect this obvious opportunity that was right in front of me, right? And it wasn't something that I had planned to do in such a short period of time. My initial goal was to simply continue growing my Instagram, continue growing my YouTube, and then potentially in 2-3 years, it would somewhat go viral, right? Or somewhat get more of an audience. But all that happened in less than 30 days. And with that alone, it has presented me such a more and greater path than SMMA alone. And by getting all these results within these 30 days, it really made me question what this meant and what kind of opportunity was coming with this specific like situation. And so after having reached that, it really made me study down the potential of what building a personal brand is truly about, and why it is that I actually managed to get that many views, what that meant, the engagement that I was getting, what people were saying about me. It just allowed me to truly analyze what this was about, right? And what this could bring me potentially. And so there's this one kind of quote, I guess it's not a quote, but it's this idea that was shared by this mentor that I really look up to. So he's sort of an SMMA mentor. I used to study him a lot because of the fact that he does SMMA. But there's this one, I guess, idea that really stood out to me, which he had mentioned, which is that when you're pursuing a certain business, or when you're pursuing a certain project, I guess when you're pursuing anything to do with testing and then doubling down, the structure that you really have to follow is throwing things at the wall, right? So just throwing at many things at the wall to just test out every single adjustment within what it is that you're executing. So for example, if you're doing cold calling within an agency, you would want to test out different scripts, different tonalities to see what works best. But the initial step is to actually just throw at as many things at the wall as possible. And so then after that, once you're done doing that, the next step is really to analyze what sticks, right? Analyze what sticks, why it has worked, and then just throwing that same kind of tool or throwing that same kind of adjustment again and again and again to see if it continues sticking. And so when it came to my personal brand, right, I was throwing different kinds of content at the wall. So for a whole year, I was just doing different things, right? I was doing quotes, I don't even know what I was doing for that whole year, but I was just trying different things. And in the beginning of 2025, that's when I really told myself, okay, I need to change it into something that's real. I can't just hide behind a camera. I'm gonna put myself out there and I'm genuinely going to articulate my ideas. And that was something else that I guess could consider being like an object to test, right? And it obviously stuck because of the fact that I got all these views, I got all this engagement, and it wasn't just any kind of engagement, guys. It was genuine support. Like, I had hundreds of people texting me saying, you motivate me, you inspire me, how do I learn from you, how do I get started? And so I understood that this wasn't just a viral post, and that whatever works, it worked for a reason. So after having seen these two videos really work out, I started continuously posting the same thing over and over again. And I guess I was at 12,000 followers like the last time I had like posted a video on my personal brand, and now I'm at a little over 31,000 followers, which is such a massive opportunity because there's just so many different things that come with personal branding. And the reason why I say this is because personal branding is not a business model, right? It's an asset that you build consistently on the long term. It's about building an audience. It's about building a loyal community of customers that resonate with your value or that resonate with your ideas. And so really, having seen that, I told myself, okay, what is it that I can do with this? What is it that I can actually extract from trying this specific type of content and then trying it, like continuously posting it? And as I kept posting the same kind of content that went viral, it just kept getting more views. It went, like, obviously it didn't get like a few more million, but people were continuously engaging with this kind of content, which meant that they liked it for a reason, okay? And now I've sort of shifted into obviously testing other kinds of content, testing more authentic content where I'm not editing at all and I'm simply talking to the camera. And that has also gotten engagement, right? People have actually commented telling me that they appreciate me being authentic, they appreciate me posting this. And I guess now it has gone from volume. I think the way that I'm like sort of analyzing this thing that I threw on the wall and that stuck, it's now about filtering it, right? So obviously I got all this traffic and now I'm sort of in the process of nurturing it all, right? So actually filtering out the traffic into potential customers. And the way that I did that is I transitioned from actually switching the editing style, the content style from something that I wanted to go viral to something that I wanted to nurture, right? So there's obviously different kinds of content that you can test and that you can put out there. And so recently that's sort of what I had been doing. It's what I had been testing out as another thing to try and test and throw out the wall. And a lot of opportunities came with that. And what happened was I actually had a brand texting me saying that they wanted to collaborate with me and that they were willing to do a brand deal with me. And so they are paying me, I'm pretty sure, around $50 per video and $3.50 RPM. So RPM is per every 1,000 views that you get. And so technically if I were to get 1 million views on a sponsored video, that would be $3,000 for me, right? And I took advantage of that opportunity immediately because it's an opportunity that honestly is life-changing. It changes my entire path and trajectory within my entrepreneurial journey. And you know, apart from that, I actually had another girl text me saying that she wanted to get mentored by me and that she was willing to pay for my time. So I hopped on a call with her and I ran her through everything, through what I had in mind. I understood her situation and I actually closed her as a coaching client, as my first coaching client. And I'm still working with her right now, but it's crazy to think that within just less than 2 months, right, I managed to transition from 900 followers to now having a coaching client and a brand deal and 31,000 followers. Like, it was just insane to me, right? But now being in this position, I've understood that this is probably one of the biggest opportunities that I could ever take advantage of, right? And obviously I still have my agency and I'm still working towards my agency. But to be honest with you guys, within a whole year of me kind of getting lost through different business models, through me getting lost with my video editing career, with my trading career, with my SMMA career, I've seen more access and I've gained more access to opportunities within this 1.5 month period of time that I have with these past 12 months of doing anything else. Which is just insane, right? And I think that's because I was truly focused on building an asset. Instead of trying to test out different business models, I focused on building an asset. And the good thing about personal branding is that since it's not a business model and it's just an asset that attracts customers and that attracts money, there are different business model opportunities that you can create around that. And so obviously I already got a brand deal, right? That's not the same as coaching, but it's an opportunity. It's a business model. Brand deals are a business model, so I'm pretty sure it's UGC or something like that. I got coaching, which is another kind of business model. And then later on, I could literally get into e-commerce, I could get into software, I could get into info product, I could get into like the education industry. And it would all work because of the fact that I'm putting my focus into an asset and not a specific business model. And obviously when it comes to people out there, we don't always have the same interests, right? In terms of business models, especially with women, we don't want to just stick to one business model. And that's why I think personal branding gives you access to so many more opportunities, because of the fact that it's flexible. All you need is a personal brand and you can sell anything at any time, which is sort of my case at this point. And not only is it an absolute money-making opportunity, but I've had people that I look up to texting me back saying that they really like the way that I grew. They like the content that I post. They admire the way that I grew from 900 followers all the way to 30,000 followers now. Personal branding did not just give me access to money-making opportunities, where honestly, I've made more within 1 month of personal branding than I have within, like, I guess, video editing or SMMA within all this time. And not only is personal branding giving me access to so many different money-making opportunities, but it also comes with so many benefits and side effects when it comes to your social life, when it comes to your network. And another quote that I had heard from this other individual, I'm not sure if it was a girl or if it was another guy, but they basically said that networking is so overlooked, as in people perceive it the wrong way. They think that they can go out there and talk to a high net worth individual or a very successful individual, and they expect that individual to talk back to them, or they expect that individual to actually want to network with them. When it comes to networking in general, right, you need to be somebody who's worth networking with. And if you want to network with other people, you can't hide behind a profile picture, okay? You can't, like, not put yourself out there. When it comes to networking, you need to be somebody who's worth networking with. And not only become somebody who's worth networking with, but to actually put yourself out there, right? And most people skip that first step of being worthy of networking with, which is so crucial, right? And honestly, like, the amount of opportunities that have opened to me because of personal branding these past, like, less than 2 months is just so overwhelming. And I see so many different projects to work on. I see so many different things to pursue because of the fact that my personal brand has grew, right? And I don't want to just stick to UGC, and I don't want to just stick to one-on-one coaching, but there's so many other things that I could work on right now because of the fact that I focus on growing this one asset. And I don't know, guys, like, it's just insane how quickly my journey shifted because of this one thing, right? Because of this one turn that happened in my life. And it's leading me down such a great path and such a great destination. And now it's just me having to create opportunities and me having to attract opportunities by continuing to grow my personal brand, continuing to provide value such as this, and also actually building a product that can help my audience, right? So not just one-on-one coaching where it's high ticket, but actually doing low ticket, where I can provide a product that's accessible to all my audience. But my point is, now I have access to all these opportunities, right? Because if I was just an agency owner and I relied on cold calling, I would never be able to scale. And that's the thing, like, if you're an agency owner, you will never be able to scale until you do inbound. And sure, you can rely on advertising and things as such, but it's simply not sustainable. But the thing with having a personal brand is, now that I have 30,000 followers, it's not just 30,000 followers. It's an asset that I can use and leverage for the rest of my life. If I were to create a project tomorrow, right, and I were to make money from it, and somebody were to take that project away from me, I would still be able to create another project and get guaranteed sales. And that's because I've built up this asset that's basically a customer magnet. That's basically building an audience that's willing to buy from me, that's willing to actually invest in me because they believe in my values. They follow me for a reason, so they clearly believe in my values. And if I were to sell them a product that solves a specific issue, I would get guaranteed sales. That's the power of a personal brand. And honestly, like, I'm still super overwhelmed. I'm trying to process all of this in my mind, and I'm still trying to obviously film about this, but I honestly see this as one of the biggest opportunities that has ever occurred in my life. Like, forget me doing crypto, forget me trading, forget me getting to SMMA, getting into video editing. I have never gotten more access to opportunities than now because of the fact that I built my personal brand. And it's just crazy to think that my life took such a big and unexpected turn in less than 2 months. And honestly, guys, like, life is moving so fast right now. I'm kind of lost. Well, I guess I'm not lost, but I'm just overwhelmed with where to start, with what to execute on, with what opportunities to create. And I guess that's an amazing problem to have, but I just see so many opportunities with this. And that's what attract. And that's also where the quote, "Don't chase, attract." And that also reminds me of that one quote that says, "Don't chase, but attract." And with a personal brand, that's really what it's about. When I was doing SMMA, I was sitting at that desk right there. Well, you guys can't see it, but I was sitting at my desk day in and day out, all night, just cold calling, okay? Just disturbing people's day because I was chasing their attention. I was just trying to get them on a meeting, and I was just chasing clients. But that's not scalable either, is it? And with a personal brand, I didn't focus on chasing clients, and I didn't focus on doing a bunch of outbound, but I focused on building an asset and a magnet that attracted all the potential clients that I wanted, which has gotten me more opportunities than I ever thought. And the best part about it is that I didn't even chase the opportunities. They came to my DMs. They came into my life, and I took advantage of it. And the best part about it is as well, and another great part about it is that not only am I attracting opportunities where they come to me and I get customers, but I can now literally create any single project that I want and get guaranteed sales from it. And I don't know, honestly, like, me telling you guys, I don't even know like what to say right now because I'm just so overwhelmed by the amount of opportunity. And guys, like, I don't even know what to say right now. Like, I know that this is going to work. Like, I'm speechless at this point. I don't even know what to say in this video. I'm just trying to talk about this life-changing event. Well, not even an event. It's just this life-changing thing that happened that's just making me see a whole different future. And it's actually allowing me to be myself and to get paid for being myself and to get paid for sharing my values authentically. And that's what a personal brand is about. You know, you're supposed to actually be yourself because it's a personal brand. It's personally tailored to who you are. You can't build a brand where people follow you for you and then replace it with another individual. It doesn't work that way. When you build a personal brand, people follow you, because of your values, because of the way that you talk, because of the way that you present yourself. That's what they admire. And it's not just about the fact that they follow me for me, but it's also the fact that I'm genuinely making an impact. Like, I've been overwhelmed, and I still get overwhelmed every single day by the amount of DMs of people sending me, telling me that they're inspired, telling me that they admire everything that I do, and that they congratulate me as well, right? And honestly, it's amazing to think about. And I have so many plans in mind right now. I have so many different things that I want to do to take advantage of this opportunity that has come into my life, and I want to be able to document that as well on this YouTube channel as I continue to do this, and also potentially provide value on this YouTube channel so that not only do I post short form content, but the people on my Instagram can actually come on YouTube and get lots of values from videos that are 30 minutes long where I cover a specific topic. And that's called nurturing, right? But whatever. And so yeah, honestly, like I'm probably gonna post a lot more videos about this because I'm speechless right now. I don't even know what to say. This is such a great opportunity for me, honestly, and I'm gonna do everything it takes to make sure that I take full advantage of this, because the doors that I have opened for me is just incredible, and I can't wait to see what lies on the other side. And I'm gonna do everything it takes to take advantage of all of these things that I can do. But yeah, guys, like, I'm so excited to see where this is gonna go. I'm so excited to also help other people by expressing my values on my personal brand and actually helping them and engaging with them. Like, not only am I super happy about the fact that I'm obviously getting all this audience and getting all this engagement, but I'm genuinely happy because I see the engagement and I see that I'm genuinely helping people with their goals, that I'm actually somebody who can teach them something with what I've already learned. You know, you don't need to be a billionaire in order to provide value to people. And everybody's unique with their own thing, right? But if you manage to build a personal brand, that's because people like you for you and people like you for your experience. And I want to be able to put out my experience and my knowledge out there as much as I possibly can to help every single one of you. And so, yeah, honestly, guys, like, I'm so speechless right now, but I guess I'm just glad that I'm able to film this video to maybe look back on in the future and see just how fast life has changed and how fast it's going to continue changing. But, you know, right now I'm just honestly super focused on creating certain products that will be able to help my audience and creating all of these different projects that I'll be able to eventually monetize. So yeah, there's so many opportunities that are in my way right now, and I'm just gonna take advantage of every single one of them. And I hope that you'll be here on my YouTube channel to like be along my journey as I do so, because I know that I'm going to take advantage of this and I know that this is going to work, but I just need the right framework and I need to continue documenting, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So if you want to be a part of my journey, please feel free to subscribe to my YouTube video, and I'm going to be posting a lot more videos like this where I'm not speechless, where I don't really know what I'm saying, but I'll actually structure it well next time. I guess in this video I'm really just speaking my heart out about how overwhelmed I am by all these opportunities, and you know, I'm so excited to see where this is going to go, and I'll make sure to document every single bit of it. So yeah, guys, I really appreciate all of the support, and in exchange, I promise you that I'm genuinely going to dedicate my heart and soul into making sure that I can provide all the value that you need and all of the knowledge that I possibly can to put out there. So yeah, apart from that, thank you for watching this video. I'm gonna continue filming all these different long form videos to document my life and to give you guys a bunch of value, a bunch of wisdom, and a bunch of knowledge. So yeah, stick around, make sure to be here and to be a part of my journey, because it's going to be great. I know that it's going to be great, and that's the faith that you truly need as an entrepreneur. But apart from that, I'll see you in the next one, and have an amazing day.